second kind of darkness is environmental. We call it a state of gloominess, a state of formlessness, a state of voidness, and a state of destruction. In Genesis chapter 1 verse 2, it said the earth was without form. Darkness was upon the face of the deep. So when you see chaos, when you see trouble, when you see a lack of cohesion, a lack of government, and a lack of order, there is darkness. Many don't know. Many times, even in the church, you'll find us fighting ourselves, bringing disorder into the church because of our sentiments and our appetites. And we think we are winning. That's why Jesus said a house divided against itself cannot stand. Because when there is destruction, when there is disorder, when there is voidness, darkness have entered. So you can come to the choir and 3 people have kept malice for 1 year. Why? Because one is the one that is always singing. And then they come to the altar and smile, sing songs that people know. And because those songs in themselves are anointed, they think they are bringing ministry. They are actually pouring darkness on the congregation. And after a while, you will discover that people who come to church will become weaker and weaker. The things that they have overcome before, they don't know why they are going back to fall into those things. The reason is because the people don't have light. They don't know that the distortion, the argument, the malice has divided the house and it has opened a gate for the enemy. The reason why, if you are offended, you don't make peace because you are right. You make peace because of order. Because the battle is beyond who is right and who is wrong. The battle is the devil trying to create an allowance where his own government can find expression. If there is chaos, then the demon can come in. If there is chaos, then the devil can come in. You see 2 pastors fighting, and you see all kinds of perception engineering. One is preaching and using psychology, trying to turn people against themselves. And we think we are doing well. Everybody can turn against the other one, and you can win. But what you didn't know is that you didn't win. You actually robbed the generation of light. Because the day everyone turned against themselves, that day the devil had a foothold. But we don't understand darkness. So every time, because of our sentiment and our appetite, we keep creating chaos amidst ourselves. Even if somebody offended you and he was arrogant about it, why not keep quiet? Jesus said, if you are following a man for a mile and he insists, he said, go another mile. If he takes your shirt, give him your jacket. If he slaps you, turn the other side. But by all means, don't be the one that creates a platform for the devil. Because darkness is chaos. It happens in our families. You see husband and wife fighting. And the reason the wife is fighting with all her might is because she knows that today, when people come to hear, they will know that my husband is wrong. She's fighting because she knows she's right. And when they come to settle, she will be the justified. What you don't know is that after they give you the throne and the crown of being right, and you settle, the devil has already come in. You will now discover that your being right is nothing compared to the atmosphere of peace that exists there. And if that chaos is allowed, after a while, destruction will come. Why don't we have territorial authority? Because there is always disunity. People can't pay the price to ensure that there is peace and order. And the reason is because we don't know that chaos is of the devil. He said a house divided against itself can never stand. Somebody will need to go back home today. Even though your husband is outrightly wrong, you will kneel down and apologize. Because you know that this thing is beyond who is right or who is wrong. Somebody will go back today and you will forget the fact that you are the head of the home. You will go and meet your wife and apologize for the sake of peace, not because you are right or you are wrong. Because that darkness you are creating, by the time you see the outcome, you will weep for many years. Darkness is chaos. Darkness is destruction. It's not just blackout. Number 3, darkness are demonic operations or evil works. Any operation that is demonic Any operation that tries to advance the will of demons, whether it is orchestrated by demons themselves or by men, is called darkness. In Ephesians chapter 6 verse 12, it says, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world. So what demons come to do is to marshal their own operations into families, into territories, to ensure that their will find expression. And so when you find anything happening that is not consistent with the nature of God, just know that darkness is at work. Don't be part of it. It's either you advocate and intercede for those things to be halted, or you remove your hand. Don't be part of anything that is an orchestration of the demonic. It's called darkness. In Psalm 91 verse 5 and 6, it gave us some activity of the demonic. It says, you shall not be afraid of the terror by night. What's happening in the nation of Ukraine today is darkness at work. It's not just kings trying to fight for territories. They are orchestration of demons. It happened before in Babylon. We have seen it before. It's not starting today. It's darkness at work. It's not about who is right or who is wrong. It's an operation of the devil. Sometimes they are orchestrated by demons, and sometimes they are orchestrated by men. I'm saying this so that you can begin to review your life, review your environment. There are many times you didn't know you participated in the activity of darkness because it affected your ego. Somebody said something, you said, me? Is it me you spoke to? And then you went and fought for 3 months. People had to kneel down to beg you to satisfy your ego before you calm down. For those 3 months, you were an agent of darkness. You may be speaking in tongues very loud. You can even stand up around 12 midnight and say you are warring. You are actually an agent of darkness for those 3 months. Those 3 months that you fought to defend your ego. Those 3 months that you fought to defend your appetite. Even though it was creating an atmosphere for demons and you didn't care, you became an agent of the devil. And you are not better than the reckless beast that is raging war against the nation of Ukraine. Hey. You may hear this and you think you know it. Jesus said in John 3:19, he said, this is the condemnation of the world. He said, light has come into the world, but the people love darkness. Somebody may still live here today, and even while he's stepping out of the meeting, they offend him. He can't hold his peace. The Holy Ghost say, keep quiet, keep quiet. He said, God, I will apologize later. This matter now, if I don't tell him, he will not know. Do you think it's about knowing? Who told you the person doesn't know? A demon is pushing past somebody. Instead of you to hold your peace, you think it's how come you have told 10 people and they've never known? You have called witnesses and the people have still not known. It's not about mental knowledge. It's an orchestration of the devil. Too many men are in darkness, and too many men are agents of darkness. They come to you and gossip somebody. You don't even know the foundation. You don't know the truth. The next thing, you start propagating it. And you are picking offense with everybody, and you don't even know what happened. That's why we gather in our number. But when you truly begin to censor our heart, we are agents of different spirits. We make decrees, they don't come to pass. Because you will be shocked that in that same place where people are holding hands and praying, some people are keeping malice with themselves. And they say, wherever 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, I'm there in the midst of them. How come 100 of you have gathered, nothing is happening? The church in Nigeria today, 2 million people can gather and pray for one thing, it will not be answered. 2 million people, whereas the Bible says 2 or 3. Our own 2 million does not have the stature of 2 or 3. Because when you check that 2 million, 1 million are keeping malice. 1 million are fighting somebody. 1 million have backbeating somebody. They have rubbish. In fact, our ear love gossip. They can be preaching the gospel, you are sleeping. But the moment they say, did you hear what Anita said? Your body begins to eat you. Hey, what did she say? What? No, I don't want to talk. You will buy the person clothes and buy the person a gift because you want to hear what Anita said. And if that person doesn't tell you, you can't sleep. You will make 1,000 calls to hear what Anita said. And there is chaos everywhere. Chaos. And so men prophesy, nothing happens. They pray, nothing happens. The third layer of darkness. If I were you, I'll be checking my heart. Fourth layer of darkness are devils themselves. Agents of the devil. Not just their activity. Demons themselves. And wicked and unreasonable men. They are darkness. Darkness is not just an activity. They are also beings. There are some beings that are expressions of darkness. In 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 5, it says, ye are children of light. Because light is a person. Darkness is also a person. It says, ye are children of light. That's why Jesus said, I am the light. And if Jesus is light, demonic beings are darkness. And the children of the day, it said, we are not of night. Darkness is a substance, it's a personality. So it says you are not of that personality. In 1 John chapter 2 verse 11, it said, darkness have blinded the eyes of those that do wickedly. And in 2 Corinthians 4:3, it makes us understand that that darkness is a person. It says, if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, whom the prince of this world, the God of this world, have blinded. So darkness migrates from ignorance. It steps into gloominess, darkness, destructions. It steps into